Hello, YouTube fan bams. It's another exciting episode. I'm so back to be back here with you. I hope you are doing good. Thank you for all the love. I mean, where else would I rather be than being with you, talking about different things, and of course, having amazing people with me as we dice, cut up topics and have fresh perspectives and opinions to things. Today's going to be amazing. Today's going to be so good that you would laugh, you would enjoy yourself, and you would definitely want to share with your loved ones. We're going to be talking about something really interesting, but first off, my name is Bukola, but I think you already know that. But if you're new to the family, I'm Bukola, and you should go back to our previous videos to see what we do here and how much fun we get to have. Today we'll be talking about a very interesting topic, but before I get into that, I have too many fine people around me. I don't know how to behave. I feel like I'm misbehaving, but I have to comport, the girl has to comport, so I'm gonna behave myself. On my right hand side, I have a really beautiful ladies, because ladies first, the guys can go and sleep. I don't care. So I have a really beautiful lady here. Her name is Ife. Ife, how are you doing this morning?
I'm fine. I'm okay.
Okay, looking good. Giving
you.
baby girl vibes. And on my left hand side, I have two guys. One is frowning his face. one is frowning his face. Okay, I think he's smiling. That looks like a smile. Hi, Demola. How are you doing?
Good morning. Thank you.
Which one is good morning? Thank you. You're gentle. No. That's how rich people talk. Small. And of course, you must have seen this face before when we got to talk about social media and how it affects us as young people. I have Ninja Lord here. Ulu, what's up now?
Yeah, I'm fine. Thank you. I thought you were going to put it in the first place. Well, you said ladies first.
It's violence you brought to this.
Just like,
So today we're talking about cohabiting before marriage, and of course, giving an Oxford Dictionary explanation to what cohabiting means. It simply means living together, most probably as a couple, and having probably sexual or romantic relationships while living together without being legally or officially married. So that's like what it means. And of course, some people would say cohabiting means just coexisting, because of course you can't cohabit. You're cohabiting with your parents if you're still living with them. But the cohabiting with which the way we're looking at that word, we're looking at it from the point of view of two people who are definitely not siblings. He's not my brother, I'm not his sister. We're probably dating, and then at some point we decide that you want to be living together, but we know that we're not ready to get married. So we're living together, we're doing stuff together, and we're not married, and that's what we're looking at. So we're looking at the different sides to it. But first of all, I'd just love to know your general perspective and your general thoughts as to what cohabiting means. What do you think about cohabiting generally? Like, just give me you hear cohabiting before marriage, what's the first thing that comes to your mind, Debola?
Thank you for the question. Thanks for the invitation. So, for me, I see it as an opportunity to just be, I call it, irresponsible. Why graduated from uni 12 years ago. Whenever I see people in my campus staying together, I see it as senselessness. Because at the end of the day, what are you guys trying to prove? If you know you want to live together, why not take yams and cocoyam or potatoes to each other's houses and just straight carry the knowledge? Because as much as you might think that staying together allows for we knowing ourselves, one true thing about life is, even if you're my mother, till Jesus will come, you can't know all of me. There are so many parents who, if they should know what their children do, they are likely going to die on the spot. So,
Example, are you?
So basically, I feel it is just a big responsibility. So when we enter into the topic,
We'll talk about it. Ife, what do you think about cohabiting before marriage? Like, your general thoughts?
I just feel like I see it as safe finish. Yeah.
So nobody's gonna be supporting. I hope you guys are. No, I'm coming to that. But I hope you guys are not pretending, because if everybody's saying that they don't support, who are not the people that are spending 1 year at their boyfriend's
just
house?
as simple as the way nobody admits they have sex, and condom companies are always using condoms.
Our color.
Selling fast. Those pills are being sold out every day. So who are the people using it?
Because I feel like you don't, if a girl should move to a guy's house, you're not giving yourself respect like for doing that. Because okay, probably most girls do it for the fact that they want to, like, let's say because of house rent or whatever, they want to reduce cost or whatever,
save some
No,
money.
yeah, from what I've heard, yeah, they want to save some money, they want to like know the person better, whatever, but that's not the logic, that's not the proper way.
You don't think that's the way it works?
Yeah,
But have you ever cohabited with anyone?
I've not, but I've stayed like 2 weeks.
Okay, but not like cohabit for long time. Okay. How about you? What do you think?
Well, I think it's what everybody does, and everybody pretends like they are not doing it. Again, it's like this is not part of it.
So Demola, you've never
it's
ever
the same
had a
house.
girl.
You can't stay in my house for a week.
Are you sure the reason
I'm
you
not
are not
saying-
allowing girls is because when guys support this thing, it's probably because they want to have enough space to do whatever they like.
What is the space? Even if I'm married and I feel like I want to be irresponsible,
You can
there are
always go
hotels.
to the hotel.
The fact is that cohabiting does not take, okay, it becomes a year, it becomes 3 months, and it becomes cohabiting. The fact that you leave your own house, not even depending on the duration, you feel me? If you can use 2 days, it's cohabiting. If she cannot stay 1 week in your house, but she can
But me, I'll stay 2 weeks in the guy's
But
house.
anybody who wants
It's not
that I will
cohabiting.
disagree with, because I feel almost everybody.
It's like you going on a vacation
So if
together
my
and you call
girlfriend
it
chooses to come to
cohabiting.
my place on Thursday after our walking in wherever state she's working, and she leaves on Sunday, that's not cohabiting.
That's not cohabiting.
visitation.
Yes.
I'm a
yes.
graduate of
So how do
economics
you-
and I've practiced journalism for 16 years.
Hey,
So I know everything.
it don't happen.
How do we now tend to judge cohabiting? If
Cohabiting
It's
is
the
you
long
packing-
term.
Like
you have this
If
girl.
you
Yeah,
can
you
actually
pay
have a
rent,
dictionary
you are
there.
sharing
You
your
will- you might not even share
this thing.
views.
You know, you don't say
Just put your
decision.
bag,
For some people,
put your stuff
yeah.
in my house. So
Okay.
you have your towel, you
have
have
your
all shoes,
rules,
you
you
have your sponge case,
Even
you
if-
have toothpaste.
What
Even if you are going,
What
like,
when I
even
say
if you are
that?
Then you
packing
leave
out
it
of the
there.
house,
What when I say that?
you
I
won't
don't-
pack all your
don't
things.
dig
There will still be some things in the house.
What when I say that your partner does not actually need to bring the luggage before it begins to cohabit? Because if there's a particular thing that you want, your partner begins to use what you use.
Interesting part.
Let's talk about the
Only,
no.
only you're talking from
You're
personal
speaking
experience.
from your own- I'm speaking from my own context. Those who know me, I have just 3 shirts. So you are coming to my house to stay. You wear it.
Uncle Demola, what's all this?
I know
What's
what
all
I'm saying. I'm
this?
not part of the everybody.
You cannot.
I will always disagree.
You've
with
not seen it.
But
You
wait,
wear my
wait,
native.
I need
My
to.
woman will not wear my native. There's no girl that I've ever dated that wear my native. Are you confused? Why would I-
Why
How will
can't
you say native like that native?
Demola, why can't she wear your native?
Should I put this on you and you see how you will look?
It's in your house now.
It's inside the house, so you want
But
to
there
be
are girls that can wear it now.
Okay, you want to even be in my house and you don't want to be sexy. What are you saying? So you wear it, then you will be going with. My mother is even still chick at 50 something. So you that you are like 20 something year old, you now wear my native.
I have you seen girls that put on native and look sexy?
No,
I
it will
don't
be
think that's-
particularly
like-
so.
Yeah, you put it up. Let's wear it for you and see how.
If a girl wear this stuff, you don't know that it is this stuff again.
You know one truth, man. You know,
But Demola, wait, I need to ask
Okay.
you. Why? So it almost feels like you are strongly against cohabiting here.
1000%.
But then at the same time, is it because of girls that you're not buying more than 2 shirts? Because I heard you say that you don't have more than 2
It's
shirts.
my own. For those who know me,
Oh, he said he has 3. I
being
mean,
in university, I've been wearing natives since I was in my second year.
Oh, okay. So you wear
And that was
native only.
2007, 2008.
Okay.
So not like because everybody's now doing it and putting barrier in front of their pockets to be like politicians.
Okay, so you don't have more than like 3 shirts,
I
but most
don't.
of your
Even if
clothes
you
are.
want to buy me stuff, I'll tell you, don't buy me shoes, don't buy me cheap. It's either have soles or
Oh, that's your style.
you know it, or I'll dash out.
But I want to ask you, have you ever seen a girl, has any girl come to your house before and worn any of your native tops?
No, it will not even happen.
You should try. If you have a girlfriend, right?
No,
give her
my
one.
girlfriend will do stuff. If I'm dating Ife, for instance, Ife will have stuff that, okay, you're coming. I tell you, I'm somebody who plans my day.
Okay.
Before coming here, I told the organization, I will be there for 10. I got here 9:57. That is how I am with time. You are coming on Thursday, you are going on Saturday, I'll write it in my paper. So you don't just come and just
Sign agreement.
Then people know where I'll be dating you.
Wait,
you
so
just,
she can't give you a surprise visit?
why are you surprised? I'm not even always around.
Why can't she surprise you?
Oh my gosh.
Okay, what is the basis of the surprise? I think what thing.
So a girl, if you're dating a girl, she has to tell you before she comes to your house.
Because many times you just come home and you need to be locked out. I'm not always around. I've had this conversation with my babe one time. Like, okay, you come, she's surprised. Don't worry, you can't catch him. Because I'm not even trying to do nonsense as much as possible. But the point is, if you're coming to me now, I would help you put so many things into perspective. There are days I travel to 3-4 states.
Oh, okay.
So that you are just coming with your luggage. You will get there, you'll see flower. When you're tired, you will go back home. So as a person, you need to always update me on whatever it is you want to do. Even as my family member, I know when I see my parents, I know when I talk to my siblings about meetings and all. Not like you just, even if I'm in my house watching TV and you come, Dimola, can I see? I'll tell you I'm out of town. Because you're not in my plan. I think that is where a whole lot of youths are mixing it up. We don't have diaries, nobody schedules. You just hear Molojara, then you would have gotten to Ring Road before you remember that you meant somebody in a job and you just left UI. You now come back all the way from where you could actually have done UI, gone to a job, then face Ring Road. So organization.
So you're someone that believes so much in
So you cannot even jump into my face. If you jump in, I'll kick you off. Why would you? Like, let's be realistic.
But okay, I want to just throw out this question. Why do you think people believe so much in cohabiting? Why do you guys think? Why? Because I think that one of the reasons ladies, or should I say, because more ladies going to you guys' house. There are some shameless guys, I think, that go to girls' house and pack their things. Oh, so you don't think a man is shameless when he carries a lot? Are you joking? Are you joking?
Okay, the guy goes to the girl.
Yeah.
Yes.
Some even move their stuff to the girl's house. I know of.
My girl's house, basically. My girl's house. That's
For a long time.
a lot of people do a lot of.
She does not have FIFA, she does not have pace.
She might have
the
because of
interesting
you
part
now.
is she might buy it.
Yeah,
There's some
because
girls
of
that
you.
are rich.
Around.
Say for
Yeah.
instance, now you're dating Ife, and maybe Ife has a G-Wagon, maybe because she's from a privileged background or she has had some sugar daddies that pump
Which one
money
is
to
she?
her. No, I'm just saying like that have taken
Like
her
one
to
man
a
would
level.
say, oh.
No, I'm not saying maybe. I didn't say
No,
she
he's just
has.
painting a
So
picture.
now, then you are taking Ife, and Ife looks like, oh, okay, I like this guy because I like this guy. It happens, except when you like.
Yeah, and she's like, yo, you can move
Don't
into
worry,
my
move
place.
into my
Don't
place.
stress.
And maybe she
I don't
take
like
it
the
for
way you
the
are sharing
like,
bedroom with
and you are
your
with
friend.
two boys that are
Yeah.
eating and eating
Yeah.
gari and beans, and she wants to take you to another level. It's possible. It might even be me. You understand? But I will not, because, and again, I think, well, like you said, a whole lot of men, I think, for men who do that, it is just lack of self-worth and self-esteem.
What if they are in desperate situations? Let's
That's why
be realistic.
I've been in, this is not me trying to brag, but for those who know, until 2013 or 14, I had no house in Ibadan. I was sleeping on office floors and couches, and I had girlfriends at that period of my
Like you
life.
could go
Oh,
stay.
how far? I had one room, and I would not. I would
So
wake
how
up by
do you-
5 o'clock in Jorovans.
How do you have time with your girlfriend?
No, just what's up, hang out. But there are several hotels that you can go to, do 1 hour, 2 hours, and go back to your house.
Just
But
my
Short
no,
time.
you know why I'm saying that? No, this is me being realistic. You know why I'm saying it is because ladies are wired spiritually. I love the spiritual part, even with all the madness. Men are wired to provide. Ladies are wired to procreate, like give birth. Even if you check Genesis, when God was
So you
saying that,
believe that
because
it's
so anything that makes the woman
Start-
the financier of your life, forget it. It is natural. Larry, are you stupid? I should do when she did more happen. It's natural.
Do you think every woman reacts like that? Because if we are
Maybe
being
98%.
why I would not agree to that number is the fact that if we are being very realistic, we know that some of us, our mothers did a whole lot growing up. It's not like our fathers were not providers, but probably during times when they could not afford to pay for everybody's school fees. You see the mother trying to gather money together, whether she's a full-time housewife. You see her trying to do one or two things to make sure that she has sorted it. She might even collect the money later from the man,
Have
but
you
she
seen-
makes effort.
what I'm saying
So you
is,
cannot. I don't think you
have
can
you
generalize
seen
and say that most
The
women.
reaction when that man fucks. Sorry, use of language. But when the man messes up, I'm not saying they would come tell you just because. No woman abuses a man she's dating and in love with. You see all these gist lover dragging and Insta blog dragging when you do nonsense.
Yeah.
So it's not like some might do it, like if everybody bought me perfume, a perfume needs another dollar, she pay more from that in France. That one, there are some girls like that.
Yeah.
But try to let a girl feed you for a week then by chance she catches you dropping emoji.
For another girl, I think girls that are like that
Then you
would
will-
always
yeah,
react
I know.
like that.
I think it's
I don't think I need. I don't need to be
That's why
feeling a
you
man.
not, no, but
to
you
feel
don't know.
uncomfortable.
I know times
Okay.
where my mother was the one that paid our school fees, and I
I'm
never
telling
let her
you.
go and meet
Go,
her.
yeah,
Yes,
or
they don't actually pick up that.
No.
So I think it's the kind of century we find ourselves.
That password.
You need to-
Our age has gone different.
Exactly, because I've never seen my mom, and I know definitely like, okay, no people see pay this money.
Of course,
My
that
mama
one.
alone now. Alone.
See,
A whole lot of people
you get-
do that.
why? I know that there's
their
a.
age, not our age.
I know that there's a higher percentage of ladies who would not take nonsense, especially when they are the ones funding things.
No.
But we cannot zero the fact that even up until now, it would be because during those our parents' time you're talking about, I think the reason there's like the bad narrative selling a lot is the fact that we have social media now, and there's no shit anybody's going to do that you would probably not see on social media. But if you have been on it, nonsense that started before time began.
So that
And
was-
even from our
there was no
parents'
video
time,
to just
we
push
had it before DNA time. I mean, like, you know, there was a question that someone raised on Twitter some days ago, like, if they do DNA for some of them now go see say no be my papa born now.
course.
Like grown people, you just discover that you and your sister that you've loved all this while, you're not even
From the
full
same
siblings,
parent,
maybe half
yeah.
siblings because your mom,
Quarter siblings.
yeah, and that's and that's probably
Yeah,
because
siblings,
that's probably
right.
because there was no DNA then. So I really think that yes, we would want to say that the women in the former generation were way better, and there's way more waywardness now. I just think that there is more vocality to it. Like you cannot be more vocal about your Iranu than before.
Regardless, if you will say, look at it, check even the older ones we're referring to. They will always come with the report sometimes. I'm not saying all.
But
That's
like-
like 90 something.
But 98 is too much now.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Maybe like a
It's-
60.
Maybe my exposure to media. I think a whole lot of things that happened that, like I told my people, certain careers are not going to happen in my own children's life.
Like
From age 2-3, I'll make sure they are.
Like-
media is part of it.
Why?
Entertainment is part of it.
Why?
That's where I'm coming from. There are so many things you people don't even see. And I've been saying these things since maybe when I was like 15, 16. Because I got into Nigerian Tribune when I was 16, writing for my late first with that degree. So imagine the number of people I've interviewed, the number of scandals we've heard, the number of stories we've read, seen. I've been in all soft cells as an affiliate, City People, Encomium, Enquirer, mention that soft cell, and we see stuff. There are stuff that you see and you just call the owner of the stuff. Baba Alpha, this thing is here, kill that story, I'll give you 2 million, I'll give you 1 million. It happens everywhere. So maybe that has exposed me to certain things I cannot put out here. But when I say, okay, let's look at our celebrities. Go and look at Instagram in the past 4-5 years. Mention one celebrity that has actually fallen out with a man that there was no drama on it. Especially the ones that are the ones financing the house.
Well, I really think that it is not far-fetched because as women, we are very emotional. So I think that there's barely any woman that you're going to meet today that's not going to give some weird sort of reaction
So that's why they want to
when,
finance it.
no, even
Stay in
if,
your
no,
house,
even if, it's wait, no, wait,
So that one
no,
day,
no, matter wait.
I will not do
Even
nonsense
if,
and I'll
even,
make my
I think
capital.
there is,
Men
but
do
do
it
you know
too.
that like there are women that feed the man, they
Of
take care
course.
of the man. The man is doing a lot of things that no man should ever do to you as a woman,
Lot of
and they are enduring it. They are not making noise about it. I think that if
Yeah,
you
it
have
all
a
depends on
dramatic,
intention.
yeah, if you have a dramatic
Your intention
woman,
towards
if you have
the
a woman that
relationship.
knows how to blow things, probably in proportion or out of proportion, she's going to see. Even if you are feeding all her generation, she will so she say kini kilo she. I think it's just depending on the kind of woman that you find yourself with.
Eh,
So
but
whether
you know,
she's feeding you or
in
she's
that
not feeding
context
you.
now, Kilo Ishi, I will still have the key to my house. Man.
That's probably because you've not seen women that change out of your own house. May
No
we not
disrespectful.
meet
No, this
someone that will.
even if we meet, we the kind of career I have.
Well, I'd like to speak from
Okay.
this, your media perspective about. I think it's the kind of media we have in Nigeria too. Because if we are to check out, these are media. The Nigerian media is not something everybody likes, but there are medias outside Nigeria. I would even advise my child to do that.
Yeah,
So
of
if
course.
definitely, so if you can actually speak media of Nigeria, you get let the children go and see the media outside Nigeria, not the kind of media.
Just in case you have,
Even if you
but
look
that's
at
that's
even
really
the
true.
outside-
Your own exposure should be a reason why you should tell them to go and do
Now,
it.
Or
the
you
new-
show them the right way
the
to
new-
do it.
New school media, whether we want to accept or not, it's nothing to write about. What is the most interesting news you read in the past 1 month? All of us, tell me one thing, significant thing you've read in the past 1 month. Out all over the globe. What's happening in Gabon? What's happening in Mali, Burkina Faso? One girl is skinny, Steve Harvey, the wife is skinny. There are no
depth.
Let us be honest. The problem with this country is I know if is a witch, and I'm trying to if I'm permitting myself, if you are a witch, let me die. We always want to.
Yeah, so
I'm not saying they are
is
not
not being done the
positive,
right way.
but when you look at the ratio of positivity we have
It's
to
low.
negativity, let's be honest. Negativity is like 75%.
Yeah.
Today, go outside here, give 10 people 5,000 as you're going. Then maybe this man behind the camera just decides to just do a video to tell people there's a young guy called Olu trying to do stuff. Go and read the comments. Why would you put camera? What is the person doing? Is skinny company? How much is the 5,000? People are tampered with mentally. So people are looking for why will you be so fine? People are in job. Morini, Philadelphia. People just want every reason.
Yeah,
to
to
bring it.
yeah, well,
And it is popularized by the media. Who are the people we see on interview sessions now? Lege, Portable, blah blah blah, because people want traction. If today you bring Lege to this studio, you will blow this brand in one day.
yeah.
Not because Lege wants to come and say this sense we are saying it, but because Lege will tell you, Emil, I say no, boo. So, media.
Okay. I just really need us to come back to talking about why people cohabit. And I was going to say that, well, I think Ife already mentioned some things, and she talked about how that people cohabit probably because they're trying to save costs. So maybe as a lady now, you're like, smile, see, boy, it's more move so day. All this one I'll be hustling for
Parent again.
no more rent for hala, no more food. To even be easier to monitor him as well. I'll see who he's talking to. I'll be able to check his phone in the middle of the night. If any girl comes to the house, I'll tear her clothes. I'll mark my territory. See some girls will even mount their frame. Things must be everywhere. I remember a friend of mine telling me that, oh, if you come to my house, you know that a girl is in this house because my babe just put her signature in every corner. So if any girl you cannot even bring a girl to the house because the girls probably yeah, and they'll not mind. They'll even wear the girls' clothes. My gender.
I've seen a girl that stole my wig. I was in my guy's house, so I traveled.
Yeah.
Only for me to come back. That was when my wig was missing.
Maybe the man in question was the financier of the man can even be like, we again. So
it was missing, and he was even telling me, the guy was telling me that maybe I forgot it too. I said I left it in the house.
So the girl took your bones.
Oh, straight, man.
Oh God, I beg.
That's yes, fine.
So let's I was also thinking about this cohabiting before marriage. I was looking at it from the point of view of, is this something that our culture supports? From time memorial, looking at our culture, Yoruba, Igbo, Hausa, Nigerians generally, was it a concept for a girl to leave her father's house and say that she's going to a guy's house, guy that has not brought him and
I don't
came to
I don't think any parents will allow that.
Yeah, and obviously this is something that we borrow, is the bird culture, because I mean if you watch American movies, I've never traveled out of the country, but if you watch American movies, you watch international movies generally from France, other countries, French movies and all, you'd see that if you're dating someone and the person decides to give them keys to their house, that's like an elevation. Let's say they don't elevate you, and from there maybe he proposes to you, and then from there maybe one day you guys can even decide to have kids before you now decide to get married. So it's almost like we have borrowed this culture of the cohabiting before marriage, because I don't think there's any parents, well, some parents support it now, but as far back as then, I don't think any parents would really support their child going to a man's house without him doing the proper thing. So what's going on with that culture? Like, what's up?
The parents are sick, the children are sick.
Are you serious? But what can a parent do? Imagine now, I'm an adult, I'm dating someone, and one day I carry my bag. In fact, let's be honest with ourselves. Most of us as adults, I live alone. Like, we're already living in our own apartments. Gone are the days where they will say, "A girl chat, no, you cannot. Thank you, because you don't have shirts to bring for me." Like,
He can tell you.
I can wear something like that. I'm not going on now. Just
So I'm probably gonna forget what
No.
I was gonna say.
I think that. I think from my own personal perspective, I think the parents are doing a lot of useless parents.
Are you sure it's the parents' fault? Like, do you know that if I'm cohabiting with a guy here in Ibadan, my mom would probably not know.
Your mom won't know more because if you had been properly disciplined when you were in your teen, that fear will be in your head. At least of everybody in here, I know her personally. And I know she's not staying in the house. And the man is not staying now. I don't know if you get it now. So it has to do where you're coming from. I had this sister, straight sister of mine, and I've met like 6 of her fiancés. Or the fiancé, they call it, I don't know what. And this is the scope. If he meets the girl today and starts normal, fair, I need to go to the first family. Oh, to meet fiancé and bye. Fiancé and me, I'll greet you. Maybe in another 1 month or 2 months. That one
you mean
finish. That one has jumped off. Another person, this is the fiancé of me.
You greet me again.
Brotherly.
Alpha. And you say, guys, now go do boss. Alpha.
So basically, once you have what satisfies the mother at a particular time.
It's okay for you to do it.
So if the girl decides to go for a whole year,
some mothers will not
and
know.
now the pathetic story about Nigeria, and one of the reasons why I said media exposes to a whole lot is, check out, go to Ibadan, go to Bodija, go to Ring Road. We know places where we see this cluster of girls. All these girls are family members. They have people they are providing for. So some people are wired to, I have to be outside because I need to fend for my home. I know several parents that do not do it.
And they just endorse
They
collective
don't
money
have
from
jobs.
their
They just want
children
to
without
sit
asking.
down or mommy can you come machine. We see these things. Maybe we just don't pay full attention to it.
And these are the things that prompt
these people now decide to be in a guy's house for a year. How come many people get beaten, head broken, teeth removed, and they still stay in that space? Because they know that is where the livelihood comes from.
Wait, so are we now saying that there's no good side to deciding to cohabit with a guy?
Totally blame the parent here because to some extent, it's whatever you have been taught, what you really want to do will come in place. When we were growing up, my dad would tell me, don't go and play football. I will still go and play football, but I know it's
Football is not advice. Did your dad tell you not to smoke?
no, you don't need to actually tell me. You feel me? But I know
the number of people who are told not to smoke weed are smoking weed.
Exactly what he's saying. And like parents do their job, but as an adult, you choose what you want to do. You decide the kind of person you want to be. You can, you know how they say that that proverb of you can take the horse to the stream, but you can't force the horse to drink water. You do your best to train a child. I recently was having a conversation with a friend of mine, and I said, I noticed some girls that I knew were church girls. I mean, we went to the same churches, and these days you see their snap, and everywhere they're smoking. They are doing things that they would never have done years ago. And I know these people, they had good parents. They have family that take care of them, that support them, that did their best to train them, in the way of the Lord and stuff like that. But they just became adults because of peer pressure, or maybe because they want to look elite, on colos. Everybody's doing whatever they like.
So that's
so I think parents do their. Not all, let's be honest. Some parents don't do their job. Because far back as when I was in secondary school, I had a girl then that our auntie would literally like push her to men, and whenever she comes with the money, she would collect it. That was when I was we were all like 16, 17.
Which year do you grow up in? Sorry for asking.
Lagos. I grew up in Lagos, Ikotun.
Where do you grow up?
Lagos.
Where in Lagos?
It depends. Costain.
Where do you grow up? Where in you people are mentioning proper places. I wouldn't want to get from I have many people in the bed. I grew up in Okiadu. Ibadan,
yes, now.
So,
wait.
So you're thinking that it's because of the places you grew up in? You can't say that though.
Place in Ibadan. Most of the rich persons in Ibadan,
it was
the most structural building we have in Ibadan currently, some of them are located in
Okiado.
So these are notable and rich people.
You know, I'm actually contesting for the chairmanship of that government. You cannot tell me about me. I know everything about this thing.
I'm just trying to
point out.
Okay.
You can have certain exposures because you are in a cluster where certain values, like the friends of yours that you said grew up to start smoking. Many of them, their parents won't still, like you are trying to say, like they will just. I have friends that smoke and
nobody knows.
Do not know. when they're outside, they do their shit. They don't even afford to go back home and sleep. People like that are really. But parenting is at the lowest level. No matter how much you want to cover this thing. How many of us, when we were in school, had surprise visits from our parents?
See, about the surprise
How
visit.
many of us?
About this,
How
it's
many?
not still a way.
Hold on, how many? I just said
The thing
how
is,
many.
when
I
you
was
come-
not even asking.
When you come for a surprise visit,
Okay.
if you come and visit me, for instance, now as a surprise visit, I will tell you that when the moment you step into the school, I know you're already in the school. Because my friends will come and tell me that your papa don't come. Everybody go gather. You go rearrange.
Do you now know one thing about
So there's no surprise
the
you can
time
actually give it.
my own life was going to change, and that's why I ended up in a private secondary school. My dad visited my school and went to the principal's office as a secondary school student and discovered I had no registration for a whole time because I was brilliant and just eating fish and cocoa, and I would just go back home, watch Fumi, you're done, you're done. And you're done with Fumi, you're done, NC. And I would off my school uniform and just be home all day, doing nothing for a whole time. And when he paid the visit, I was given 12 strokes of cane. I cannot.
You still know the number.
And that little visit was what aligned my life back to what it should be. So many things are not being done because economy is already, Tinubu's economy is tough. We all know. So now I'm chasing, I need to be here by 12, I need to use 3K fuel to go to like 15 places. I can always abandon certain things. So because all of us are chasing money, I know of many families, your parents go to work before 7, come back home around 7 or 8. That's the mother you expect to help you do homework.
So you still believe that everything falls back to the parents.
That is it.
But do you also
The
believe
most
that as a person they teach you, but you also decide what you want.
Parents.
I'm
Because
not
the fact is,
using
the
that
fact
to.
is, in this
Parents
same,
have their
in
jobs.
this same family, you feel me? This same family here, a child begins to tell his mother or father that I am now an adult. So
Yes,
as
and
a
I will do what
parent,
I
you
want.
Tell me that I would not actually go along.
Okay, maybe my own parent. My mom was good.
No, I'm just saying.
See, some people see
Yeah, like that.
even in
The way
this
we have found
even with the
ourselves.
way you beat some
There are
children.
competitions that they are now.
God will not give
they are
us
now-
the one that will kill us. You know.
How many
When I was in school, my dad used to beat me. Like,
Okay, certain things will. I don't know how best to put it. So I just don't be like I'm the one off the whole thing.
No,
But what
I'm
of
not saying
what of
that
some
all,
parents
but
that don't even
the
have
larger percentage
proper
of the
standards?
parenting
Because
is what
some
I'm
parents want their children to drink and smoke.
That's these days.
Yeah.
Go to. Is it
Yes.
Milia because
Yes, some
you see people smoking with their
some
their
with
children.
their babies and some
You
parents
saw
taught
these
them.
videos.
I saw a video
Somebody
like
will
that.
smoke.
like a
I know what
newborn
I'm saying,
baby.
Sha. But
No,
then
I'm not
I will
arguing.
just I will
No,
let
no.
that
I'm only saying that
Cohabiting.
you are
Maybe next time we talk about parenting. So I'll bring certain facts and figures that you will realize like things are actually wrong with
Okay.
parenting.
Okay,
in Nigeria.
so I think at this point we've been able to establish what causes this cohabiting, in terms of you're trying to save cost as a person and you're looking for someone that you can depend on. So I just feel like asking, if do you think that the goal to the whole cohabiting is always being defeated, or do you think there are certain advantages to it? At the end of the day, if as a lady you decide to cohabit with a man, do you think that there are certain perks or certain advantages to it?
Because even at the point, it doesn't define a perfect marriage. So I don't see it as I don't see any advantage. I don't.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
So
Because, yes, what's the essence? Like me giving myself freely for sex to a guy.
anytime,
Like anytime, he can have access to me anytime. Even if we go outside, he can
You can
do.
go and speak
Yeah.
about your future, man, when you go.
And your life.
Might not be just
But we can still talk about that
Speak
without
about
me
the future.
living with him.
okay, so let me paint a picture now. Say you've been dating someone for like 2 years, and you guys decide that we want to put our money together and just leave this
Can't do
country.
joint account, sorry.
Okay, and you now decide that you want to leave this country together, and so you know already that you both cannot afford to live in separate apartments. I mean, you're traveling to the UK. So you're like, since our plan is the same, we know
Okay,
we're
we want to
eventually gonna
travel
get
out
married.
together.
We want to travel out together,
If
but
we
we're
want
not
to
ready
travel
together.
out together, then let's do something.
But you know, some people are not sure they want to marry that person yet, and they
So
just
that means that we are going as a friend.
Through the cohabiting that you
as
now
dating
understand.
through the cohabiting, you now be like, okay, you now notice certain
This is
things,
right.
because you get to see the person in their natural state.
Funny enough, there is no people that live together before marriage. Like 90% of people that live together before marriage, they don't end up getting married.
That I have seen. Even
Yeah.
Yeah, based on
I like
to be
using
fair,
95.
based on statistics,
I schooled
it
in
proves
Australian
that.
University. Yeah.
And even if they get married, it
Sorry,
doesn't work well.
Yes,
It doesn't work
work well because there are some things you can accept after marriage. Like you know that okay, I'm a married woman, I'm a married man, there's something. But when you are just cohabiting, I mean, living together, and you see yourself as a single girl, you still see he still sees himself as
As
a
a single
single
guy,
guy.
because he feels there's no commitment, there's no
Yeah,
legal
there's no
commitment.
You can't control him. There's a stage you can control him too, and there's a stage you can control her
True.
too. So I think there is no this thing there.
So do you think the length of the cohabitation would also determine if it works or it doesn't work? Nobody is just so angry about cohabitation.
No. Me, I don't like it. I don't like it. It's
Anybody
not-
supporting cohabitation is, I don't know. I don't like judging people, but I feel every man has his own particular
What
story.
do you think? Like, is that bad
Okay, tell me one benefit and I'll give you 5,000.
of cohabiting? I think
One
you.
benefit.
I think you get to know.
Don't think. Give me one. It's a simple.
You would.
example. Give me one.
You would get to know the person better.
You can get to
I
know
can
the
know
person
you
without
without
sleeping with. I mean,
The girls I
staying
said I
with
know
you.
that
Yeah.
smoke weed and all,
Cohabiting is
they
not
lived in
this-
their
No,
parents'
it's not.
house.
See, first off, let's be frank with ourselves. If you really want to know somebody, all this you see today, you not say good night, you go on a date, you go to for a holiday. Everybody can behave themselves, but just
But
decide
do you
to
know
be
that
in the
the guys
same
who can
confined. Decide to be in the same confined place. This person is sleeping, waking up. For the first few months, he go decompose. The girl to go decompose. She no go show her dirty habits. She will not show you that she doesn't wash her plate immediately after
I
eating.
can visit
But-
your house
but-
there and still meet stuff and pick points. I know places.
But
You're my friend.
no, see, for example, now the way you're a very planned person, it means that you're someone that wants to visit your girlfriend. There's a very high chance if you don't tell her from 2 days ago, say, Alpha, I have this plan, or this is how my week is gonna go. On Wednesday, we're going to see each other. Maybe I'll come by at your place by 12, then we can just chill a little, then we can go together to see mom, see Greta. You know, you're somebody that plans a lot. So if I work or if I'm dating someone like you, I didn't know that Demola plans a whole lot. He's not someone that just impromptu, just do things. So I will plan with your plan.
Now, this is
And I'll know that Demola is coming to my house. And Demola comes early to places. He doesn't miss time. So if he says 12 o'clock, Demola will be there by 11. Yeah.
If anyone, I'm your woman. I believe so much in our proverbs, adages. There is no way. I have friends. A whole lot of my friends are. I have friends that when they are vibrating, I'll mention one person, Nkechi, Blessing Sunday, the actress. If Nkechi is vibrating, smashing everything, call them all. I understand her than any other person. I see what most people don't see now. So when she's, I would have talked to you. 1 hour, I had go. It's because we have related as friends. I don't live in the same house with her.
But you've just related long enough. But
No,
you know that
I
you know
related
that's friendship. Now when I
No.
want to pretend to my friend, you cannot compare to when I'm trying to secure
Okay,
the
so you
man.
people just
You
put
cannot
yourself-
compare a woman's
There's no
mentality
friendship.
when you're trying.
Wait,
Let's be
in
frank.
dating, you
in
people
dating,
just make
there's
yourself
friendship.
like pegs on the wire and just did.
Yes,
Okay,
friends.
okay. Let me just
Yeah.
paint a picture.
For Nkechi Blessing now, you're not taking it to the next step. It ends.
Yeah, you guys are just friends.
Yes,
See,
next
Demola,
level.
if I'm most of my friends, even the ones that probably I don't talk to as much as I used to, I believe that they still know a lot about me. They know things that I would do and things I would not do. First, because if you are my friend, I know say we know the dates. There are certain ways I would be extremely, I go lose guard around you too much. Because I just feel like even if you are of the opposite sexes, I feel like you be my guy. But if I meet a guy today and we're trying to build something together, from the very first day I met him, and I know say, you know, if you meet someone, even if you guys are not dating day one, and you are just friends, you already know. I don't know about men, but I think a woman can relate. If I meet a man today, I'll look at the person, I'll size him up. I don't even know if we would ever talk and become friends, but I can easily say, I think I like this guy. You know, go bad. Make I know them. I feel date them. And we also know when we meet a guy, if we might even end up with that guy that we zero though. But ladies think like that. A woman imagines, you know, from the first day she's already imagining babies with that man. Our wedding, we'll do it in
It's just for 3 months. This is what me.
Yeah.
3 months, sorry.
No, the imagination will go. This is what me I'm
Yeah.
trying to say before you step. I will still say The reasons why people don't have lasting marriages, lasting relationship, lasting situationships in this age is there's no friendship. The reason why there will be consistency in our alliance, whether for sex, whether for business, whether for anything, is when there's friendship. I know many people that have gotten married today solely because they are each other's friends. Do you know how friendships are actually made? Ife is my guy. I'm not hiding from Ife. The moment you are boxing yourself to a particular corner just because you want to satisfy a person, you're already putting yourself into that fake zone. Because shaking into the I'm on first soon or listen that you might snore. Realistically.
Yeah.
So because of that, you will be holding back, and the best of yourself will never show in whatever relationship you have with the next person.
Yeah.
So as the person, come at your best, come at your worst. Nigga, I know well. If you know me from the first
But
minute,
everybody doesn't think like that.
that's why everybody's having problems now.
Let me know. The truth is
I
no.
know,
Because
I can't
look
tell
at
you.
let's just be frank with ourselves. We're looking at it from the cohabiting point of view, like what drives people. And you asked me the question of
You're cohabiting with me and you are
why do you think? See, that's the
For
thing.
what
Do you know that some people are not free, but you not know that they are not free?
Then that's the problem. So how do we get to move from you are not free, you are only
No, that's why I'm not telling you that those kinds of people, for them, it is best sometimes that you cohabit with them, because they can always keep their guards up when you guys are going on dates and you're going on vacation. But the moment there's something about when you are in your house or you're in somebody's house and then it's moving for, when you go, it's just simple. For me now, if I go to visit someone for the very first time, I go to a house I have not been to, I've never used the toilet before, or I will not use toilets for the first 2 days. I will probably not sleep well for the first 2 days. My body just reacts to the new environment. It's not, the house might be really neat, but I would have my body will not just, I won't feel pressed. Even if I eat, I will not feel pressed, because my body, it's a thing, I think, scientifically, for some people, some people would not be able to sleep at all for the first 2 days. Till their body now gets used to, like, this is the new. I remember there was time I was in someone's house and I was so sick. Like, I thought something was wrong with me. Immediately I entered my mother's house. I felt good. Like, I just saw familiar faces. I saw familiar, because I don't even like being around people that I don't know in the first place. So now, imagine if I go to somebody's house. At first, I might be pretending. I feel they do like say, I know they mess. I know they shit. But over time, once you move from that visitation point to cohabiting points, like we've actually defined, then you start to see that you start to lose guard. You feel comfortable. This is my house. I know where the pot is. I know where the spoon is. I know where hammer is. I know where the fridge is. And then certain things that naturally you would never show to an outsider or to someone that maybe not just they see for school. You know that sometimes the way you behave, that's why you meet children, the way they behave in school is different from the way they behave at home. Yeah. It's a thing. There's something about where you live. There's a feeling. It's a psychological thing. So I really think that cohabiting, one thing though that I would say, if you ask me, is a great advantage to cohabiting is you get to see people in their natural state. And even if they pretend for the first, it doesn't mean that the relationship would work, because in the first place, the minute you see certain things, because they are not certain.
The only good thing I can say about cohabiting, the only advantage is that you get to divorce before marriage.
Yeah, exactly. And you don't feel committed yet. Do you know that there's certain? Do you know
marriage to from out? I don't know.
Like no,
am I the only one?
It is not. Do you know why? Okay. If you let me.
Like what I'm trying to say is that you already know that you want to get married. So let's say eventually, let's say there are two people that want to get married, but they are not cohabiting. Then there is another person that they are living together before marriage, like getting to know each other and all of that. So those people, when they fall apart, nobody will say, move back to the house. Nothing.
Like marriage.
Yeah. But these other people that just like
they're just living together, no commitment yet.
Yeah, that they just like get married, like newly married, and they're having issues in their marriage. It will be very difficult for them, like psychologically, for them to like they will be reasoning it. Do I want to go for the divorce, or
I don't want to go
the divorce, or whatever? Do you understand? So I just say like, it's very easy for you to walk away if you are not if you are not like if you
Committed
guys are
already.
not, going in line.
And
It's
that's why
very
it looks
easy.
like cohabiting doesn't always lead to marriage, and there's more stats. Because if you're I actually support you say, if you're married to someone already, there's this mindset that comes upon you, especially if you're an African person. You already know that it is not our style to be jumping from one wife or husband to the other. So even after marriage, a lot of people will say, after I got married, this man just they change color. For most people that I've had conversations with, and maybe things I've read, things I've watched, everybody says the same thing. You marry that person that you've been dating for 8 years, and you just, because people are living in the same house, you just see things that you never knew that person could do.
Were not being friends.
Yeah.
It's not just about I have these two people that I know. These people are like really close when they are married, and I can tell you for a fact that these two people are actual friends. Like, I worked with this lady, and I can tell you that we worked for over a year. She's actual friends with her husband. Because we got to talk about how they met, how they started. They're still beautiful marriage. But I just want to tell you what she told me from, like, because when we started working together was when she just got married. So 1 year later, working together was 1 year into our marriage. I think they're 2 years now. They celebrated their 2 years anniversary some days ago. And she told me, she said, we were friends, we dated for 4 years, we were very close to each other. We used to even like sometimes spend the weekend together, because at some point I was in Lagos, he was in Ibadan. She told me everything. And she said, because I will tell you that the first year that we lived together was like hellfire. She said, hellfire for her, because she will look at the guy again, and everybody I've met, and they why do you think it's hellfire? And she was dating him. Do you know that there's certain things that would have happened in that first year? Why do you think they say the first year is the hardest?
No,
What do you think they're doing
that
there?
is when you people are just striking a balance. It's just like you're getting an admission into UI. The first 3 months inside the school, no matter who okay,
do you think it's the idea of that they are
if you actually
Google Maps.
No, it's not even Google Maps. If you did this they used to do, like you do
Orientation.
it's not really rotation. There's this course they do. You're already in school a year before.
Oh, pre-degrees and all.
Exactly. So when you come, you cannot tell me as a fresher you need.
so cohabiting can be pre-degree.
So no,
Degree.
I'm not the thing is, even as friends, I cannot really show you everything, because while we are moving,
It's
you are living from
different.
another level.
It's different, and that's why. See,
That level friendship.
The former level that we are as friends. When I move,
even if
You-
we
you
move
might-
to
exactly.
be in
So
a
you might not-
relationship,
you might not
we don't
be
like to
friends.
admit it, but certain things would change.
Ma'am.
Even if you people are close friends,
Ma'am.
buddies, the minute that girl stops being your friend, you would even see that she starts to she sees you before she sees you talk to another girl, and she's like, who is this girl? I'll find girl. This. The minute you guys start dating, she starts to see you differently.
Yeah.
She's like, this guy is not my.
We are
I have
not
to secure him.
getting
You
down.
become naturally territorial.
Getting territory is normal. If there is my woman, you expect me that the cameraman will beg her. It is natural. Even with animals.
Yes.
An animal is one way like bonded with another animal, then one dog is coming from the next street. You will see the one dog barking at the other one. Not because of anything, but because that is that animal's party or babe at that particular time.
Yeah.
If you're my friend, we understand the first year, the second year, and even some people their 15th year is what is there. Do you know what is the handle? Is that friendship? I'm your guy. I said something about Nkechi. Me and Nkechi blocks ourselves like on WhatsApp, Instagram like 20 times a year. We have been friends for almost 20 years. We are going to be friends till another 55 years. Why? We are friends. So the fact that okay, you're my guy, I'm silly. If you're my friend, we be block each other, I'll just see you. Show me this. Because you're my guy. So as your man, if we have crisis in the house, I come back. Babe, before you know it, I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to talk to you.
You guys should talk because
If
you have
you will-
no,
because
the
you are
friendship
For me, I
would
don't
save
tell
you.
Wait, they don't go back.
And the friendship, see, the
marriage.
friendship would save you.
Of course.
Yes, of course.
That's what I'm
For
saying,
every
of
marriage that lasts, it is definitely because they are
friends.
friends. But what we are trying to establish here is the fact that you cannot compare friendship to dating.
Of course.
It's a whole different game.
course.
And that's why there's a very high chance that when you're dating someone that you've even been friends with, certain things will change. I don't know about men because I cannot speak for a man, but I can speak for a woman. Speaking from a woman's point of view, I think that you'd naturally start to see that person differently, and you just know that okay, even if before there are certain ways I can push the guy, do anyhow. Now there are certain levels of respect I have for that man because he has moved from just being my friend, my G, to the man in my life, and I have to treat him accordingly. You know, there's certain things you will not feel free before. You'll be telling him about maybe all the people that are texting you on Twitter and you are replying to this thing. But now you are being more careful because it's not just because you guys are not friends anymore, but because you know that there are certain things that will hurt this man's feelings.
But you know, some
He
people
mustn't know certain things.
you know, some people actually know all these things. That's why you need to know who you are. You know, it means if I'm dating you and I don't ask you, they wouldn't say, oh my, I don't love you. You are my woman, I can't ask you. Kill on some friend. I can't say I don't get asked you. Because I feel like I want you to see me as being naked with ourselves.
But are you not going to use it against her later?
You look at me, use it. It means
You know that's
why
that's
you
you
need
because
to
they're
know.
not going to use it against her.
That's why you okay. Why should I even use it against? I see.
Maybe you guys have an issue
Yes,
later,
you
and
wait,
then just take
I
it
see you
off.
as babe. Wait,
That's why a lot of ladies do not like
No.
their men.
I
agree.
I see you as a fine girl. I
Uh-huh.
post you. You say yes for me.
Mhm.
Naturally, trophy babe. Me say if I gap
You
out,
know,
I'll
say
I don't want.
yeah.
You can't confide in me. Say how. Then I still can't use and abuse you. So that means I'm chasing you
But there are some
into
guys
the
that
arms
do
of
that.
the people who I'm initially scared of snatching away from me. I'm not saying people
But
don't do it.
are you trying to, Demon? I want to ask you this question. I want you to be honest. Are you trying to tell me that okay, you were dating a very pretty girl, or maybe you are dating
I
a very
always
pretty
date
girl?
fine girls.
Yes, normal. Okay, no guy will even admit that his girlfriend is
No,
ugly.
no.
Let's move on. No,
No,
what guy will
I always date
admit?
fine girls.
What no? But what guy would admit that his girlfriend is ugly? Do you think any
Number
guy
of
would
guys.
say?
Sometimes we guys are silly now. We date ugly girls because they have breasts on yash.
Our breast and yash is beauty for some people.
No, it's nonsense. Your facial expression, you're a fine girl now.
No, the other things can block.
They will just be like, "Oh, I want to dance you and go, oh, fine now, but I might take it down." You understand?
Okay, so what I'm trying to ask you is, I trying to say that there's never been a point where guys are asking that babe out and you know say she be hot. In fact, if you know they work out together, some guys today, you know, say especially Lagos guys, they are very mad. They will see you with a guy, they will still be like, babe, what's up now? Talk to me. Because you might be a damsel in distress. Maybe that your boyfriend is beating you. Let them come and save you. So are you trying to say that you've never at any point, probably because you're angry and you guys are having a fight, and you now notice that she's being nonchalant, she's not giving that vibe of I want to save this relationship. You've not said, is it because there are other options for you and there's so many? You've never said it out of anger.
I'm saying this loud and clear. I know a number of my ex or present or future.
If I was your girlfriend, I had that future part. I'm any problem.
I dated a girl,
Yeah.
and was strolling.
Yeah.
And the man was chilling us. And the man practically begged to talk to her to give him a number.
See your gender.
And you know what I was saying? I did not say anything. I know what. Baby girl, this man wants your number. Give me.
That's disrespect.
No. Listen,
Wait, is she
it
not your
not
girlfriend?
disrespect. She's my girlfriend, but at that point, I do not know the man. There is something like I can collect his number now, and I'm blocking your number.
But you're supposed to speak for her.
No, because speaking for her, hey, man,
Did you collect
men. No. We're strolling. Men are
Did
saying
you
that
collect
if I should block, this is the scope.
I think we all said.
The year, the owner of this studio, Mr. Larry, like, I'm next week. What time will the man close now? 5 me. Don't see us today now. Men are useless. Anything a man wants, a man knows the tactics to use to chase it. So if I had blocked that chance, I would not be with that girl all day. That man might intentionally still follow us to my gate.
So you wanted him to.
So it's better let it happen in your local rights. Now when we say it, me and the girl were just about that man to go back home. Already want to find and all that. And we moved off it till we had to split. Nothing about it, but because that gave us some kind of alpha.
So you've never at any point
Well,
told a
like,
girl
I don't even use talk about people, even my male friends. I've had
to talk to
silly
them.
guys that have done nonsense to me. I am not perfect, so I must have done nonsense to
To some people too.
till date. I will not. The person who has done the nastiest thing to me my entire existence. When the person got married, I sprayed money.
Everybody gets
Our matter, yeah, our matter. But the wedding is, I don't pray you do 3 weddings in your life. So that one that you are doing, I'll celebrate it with you, turn up for you, make it look like rich. So that's that's why I said you need to know who you are dealing with. I told her today, she says yes. I know that before I asked her, she has a business, she has a car, she has been to different parts of the world. Then somebody is trying to talk to her, then I'm telling her like, oh, and you're doing prostitution because somebody's talking to you. And that means I'm shallow. I mentioned self-esteem the other time. Self-worth and self-esteem would not make you do nonsense. Once you know certain things like, oh, me say like that. Why many people feel bothered is because many people are actually dealing with surprising.
So you think, but there are people with money that don't feel that gallant.
It
is no, you know that
They don't have.
But
that's valid. That one is very very.
If they don't have, but for we that some have food cannot eat.
But wait, if you think that cohabiting kills the eagerness to get married, like if you're already living with someone, why should I want to take this? Let's just believe in each other. Become baby mama and baby dada.
I don't know because I've not been in that situation, so I feel.
But do you think if you ever do that, it might just kill your interest in officially getting?
Do you know
married
that
to
there are
that
some
person?
people naturally they don't believe in marriage?
Yeah, agree.
Yeah, I think that will work for them.
Cohabiting will work for them.
It will work for them to just live together, have children.
But you believe in marriage?
Me,
Do you believe in marriage?
I believe in marriage.
And why you ask that like you didn't?
Why?
Yeah, why you? Let's be honest. I mean, are you scared that your mom will see that it will be problem?
No, I believe in marriage.
Okay.
I believe in marriage.
Well, what do you think? Do you think cohabiting would kill the eagerness to want to marry that girl?
Well, I feel if you live together, yeah, and you guys see this side of compatibility, like you guys are good.
You can manage it.
Yeah, so I think it will push you guys because me, normally if I come visit you the first day, the second day, I use your door. Like the third day, the fourth day, I begin to give my own.
But another thing is why are you guys like the cohabiting of a thing? Like why are you guys like testing? It's like you are testing the marriage. Like why?
Yeah, it's just like
Oh wait, now if you want buy car, you don't go. You don't see all those videos. They say,
That's everybody's point.
but at the end of the day, cohabiting is not what's going to determine if you're going to decide to be celebrating your relationship or not. Now, if you want chop,
Problem of celebrities.
let me just hear what you have to say. You're saying something. You don't know.
So
How you give your own rules now.
so when I come to your house,
Yeah.
you get the first 2 days, I use your own rules and regulations. So when if you are this kind of my guy, you get in that your same house, I give you my own rules and regulations because while we were together for that 2 days, I was observing and I saw some things that I don't like. Definitely, I have to give you my own rules and regulations. You feel me? So if it's good, it can work with you guys. You guys feel okay. You need to take it to the better life and make your mommy and daddy happy.
But do you think that marriage is only for mommy and daddy? It's like the only reason people are even getting married now is because of their mommy and their daddy.
No, make it legal now. So in case my own
Some people, the reason why they are getting married is because they want to be called Mrs. Most people, yeah.
It's not
Because
it's not because of
they
the
want that title.
responsibilities.
No. Just because they want that title, Mrs. something, Mrs. this.
Well, let's think about it. What's the difference between cohabiting and officially getting married? Who calls like? Why would you say cohabiting is illegal? Like, I mean, the whole idea of the whole. Stop saying like now. Adoption of Bawo. But you know that some people do 50-50.
That's what Kelly did in Chicago and all that I got into. He was cohabiting with the girls. It's simple. Why would you just money? That nonsense about. So what is she doing in your house? Oh, yeah, no matter what. You understand? It is crazy that we can't skip. We can't over discuss all these issues because it has to come over and over and over again. Because I see a whole lot of nonsense, like I said earlier. When you look at it, people don't even know the reasons why they are doing certain things. That is pathetic.
Just follow the
generation.
Follow
Like,
the
okay,
trend.
can you concentrate jello? Before you know it now, you will see that in the next 3-4 months, a whole lot of people will want to start sounding like DJ Chicken. Why? Because I'm doing off TikTok. It's working for Chicken. You
Yeah.
want to just hello my fans. So Nigeria is the place where I see she's wearing jean and guys are staring at her and ailing her from behind. Makes me want to wear jean. So if people know why they do something, they won't do it. You're going to a man's house that is not legally married to you. I'm telling you as an animal that you will not be respected. People get tired fast. This is a generation where
But if the guy will get tired of you during cohabiting, what says the guy can't get tired of you?
because there is a
getting
binding
married.
ring
That's
and
why
legal.
Most of people don't respect that binding. So them it's just normal words
Not
now.
everybody
In fact, some people you see actors, they don't talk a vow like how many times for movies. Like you now imagine that I get married to you and I say, you know, some people don't value words. They don't
That's
value
why
words.
they-
So even if I say words, I said words, and I don't want the words
Then
again.
that person saying the words should be in a rehabilitation center. Because for me, I feel if I'm packing my people, for people like us who are not married, I actually cherish marriage. That's why I'm married. Because I hope to marry once. And that's I'm not saying I'm the best man.
But you're
So
gonna
it's
try.
going to be senseless for me as to hold up. Then now, I'd rather just pick
What do you mean by pick nonsense? What are you looking for in a woman?
I just want to get her sense. You notice all I've been saying since I'm marrying on sense. Because most people don't know beyond Snapchat filters and just nonsense. Shit on
Most
people.
is a big number.
So you need to go beyond. Many people don't want to work. I'm saying it. These are generation can't say what. When Buhari said we are lazy youth, everybody was saying, we are lazy doctor. We are attacking. I don't die if you are for 4 kids, I refuse. One imagine 3 months. One in Puerto Rico. I want to shake it. So it's a problem. You're not telling us the real. Everybody's just on that chilled zone, which is allowed. Traveling, shopping life is normal. If you work hard, she works. I know her place. So if I say I ain't playing, okay, hold up, bye. To buy me proper
You'll be able
savings.
to-
Oh normal. And even the savings ever the level come if I'm your man and I feel like okay, you've worked out that babe, you deserve
Yeah,
it. I've
you
told
can just
several,
sponsor,
babe,
yeah.
but I want to buy it for okay, my dad deserve it. Let me have it. But you don't even have anything you're bringing to the table than your ties. After eating it for one time, I will not come back again.
And
Do you
Roller
understand?
shattered the table.
No. So for me, I feel
At this point, you're going to make some guys chase some girls out of the house, and it will be your fault. After watching, some guys will just be like, "Please pack your bags
but at
and be
the end of
going."
the day, why are you trying to do what you should not in my house? Do you know the number of abortions people have
Because of this.
in cohabitation? That they will not tell you.
The future president of Nigeria.
Someone that will make us leave the fuck back to where the problem is. You're coming for the weekend, okay, I wear condoms and all of that. By the time it becomes regular, we have seen ourselves as
Okay,
it's the same person.
protect
Today,
and all of that stuff.
So it's I'll pull up. When you use the post speed and you know you get sent fast. So at the end of the day, you will even blow out.
How do you know all these things?
I don't know.
Because
No,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
media.
Oh my god, then I will still dump you.
So do you think at any point, I just want to throw this out while we try to wrap up the conversation. Do you think at any point you'd ever consider cohabiting with someone?
With all I've said, you're saying
See, no, never say never. Oh.
me.
Let me quickly paint a picture.
Don't
Let them-
paint a
wait now. Wait.
With
Wait.
all I've said, you're
Let them wait. Let's.
You know,
ask the other people.
this viewpoint. It's not viewpoint of this.
If you should catch me cohabiting with a person, arrest me.
So if I want to move to your house now,
I am very, very honest with you. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, I'm putting you back to your house. on offer because I want to eat something.
So I know. See why I asked that question. Why I said you should never say never. So I know this girl who doesn't have parents. Her parents are dead. They died at the same time. unfortunate incident, and so she only has a grandma, and the grandma doesn't even stays in the village, and then she has another sibling that stays with the grandma in the village. So she was studying in Ibadan, and she would come to Ibadan for school, stay in the school hostel, and then when it's holiday, she had a guy that they are married now. It wasn't my mom that told me the story, because my mom was like, you guys go to the same school, that this girl, blah blah, this is what happened to her, that the girl confided in her about her life and stuff. And so the girl said that she stays with her boyfriend and his family, because the guy doesn't even live alone. Like, the guy stays in the family house. And why she does that is that no, wait first, she doesn't have any family member. No jokes. The only existing family member she has is her grandma that's in the village. So when she comes to Ibadan, she comes to the hostel, stays in the hostel. She's a student. Now she's married. They are married and they live in their own house. But as at then, I'm talking about years ago, the girl, once she comes back to Lagos, she will just go straight to the guy. So they took her as a child, but they know that, okay, this girl is our wife. Like, our son is going to marry her. But she didn't, yeah, so they know her story, and they know that, well, this girl really has nowhere. Even if she decides she doesn't have family, so she'll just be alone in her own corner. So they just took her in. So if she's coming back for the holidays in Lagos, she goes straight to her boyfriend's house with the family, spends time there, goes back to school. Immediately after school, they got married. Yeah. So what of that kind of situation? Would you be insensitive enough?
Financial.
What if you don't have the money? It's easy to say this.
You know I have several. Hold on.
I think I need to ask someone, because you've made up your mind.
This is me being very honest.
Yeah.
You know the last salary I paid for my staff, because I used to open a big business, I had to borrow it because I don't want to owe them. I had to go and borrow it. Salary must not
feel.
That is how I am wired. If you are my girl and I know that you are in dire need of the house, you have 250k, 350k apartments. Find money, get another apartment.
But you know that there are guys that even if they go left, go right, they will not be able to raise that 350k.
Look at this one. They're guy.
But it is real. We're talking about Nigeria now.
So that's why I'm telling you.
What do you think? I beg. You has made up his mind.
Because at the
He's
end
not
of the
going to
day, I
change
know the
it.
disadvantages are higher than the advantages. So if I will disrespect you, unwanted pregnancies. Then
And disrespect is not that.
well, you know the interesting part is disrespecting me is relative. You disrespect me, I don't jump into the barrel and the money. So the girl will be forced to take certain. Let us commend our women. They take a lot of nonsense when they are incapacitated. A woman that does not have power cannot do jack. That's why many people keep getting infection treatment in their marriages every week, because they don't have a damn job.
And domestic violence.
They will beat you. If I should beat her today, she has a car, she has a work, she has a house, she will move out. For a girl that has no where to go to, can not talk my opinion now. When look my show come, you should be serious at the water and the That's the way. So don't let us even try to sugarcoat it.
Like that, the woman, I mean, the
Why not
husband
you
used to beat her.
Is everybody DJ copy?
Oh, wait, Jacob is a don't suffer.
Look at the kind of relationship DJ Copy has been having.
I've never been happy.
Even with your happiness, she was dating people that will make her cry if you are completely Rolls Royce.
But crying for
She was dating she was not dating one boy that will use Okada to carry her to the cinema. Then at the end of the day, they will still give her, and people else get to confirm this. No, people are dating nonsense. Next topic for your show. Nonsense people are dating. One for your tea. People are dating nonsense. I'm saying it to you. I'm going to make it like so just conclude.
Yeah, he was actually a friend to my cousin.
Yeah.
So she was married, like she have like two children rather.
Yeah.
So the husband used to cheat on her. Like even impregnated someone else, a copper. Like the copper. So the girl wasn't working, like she's not working at all. So the husband put the girl in the filling station where he owns.
Oh, okay.
To be managing the filling station. But any money, he always monitor all the money. There's no way the girl can even take out of this thing. So I was telling my cousin to tell the girl that, just ask a little, like, to establish yourself.
So that you
At least you have something to give to your parents. So any money that she wants to give to the parents, you have to go and ask the husband that, please, I need money to give my mom. But so at the stage, the man always beat her and all
And
of
she
that.
still have to
she
stay
stayed
because she
there
has nothing.
because she have nothing.
Many men that is off camera.
This
Yeah.
girl, the man bought what's it called? What's the name of this Jeep? Highlander, the latest one. He bought it for her to be driving. Okay, you that they are already beating, like today, Mark here, tomorrow, this. Why can't you leave? If it's me, because if it's me, I will sell the car and establish my. What's the essence of driving car and not having anything in my account? It doesn't make sense. So the girl was shot there. The guy have to bring the lady in with her. Not give her money again and all of that.
Yeah, that's the brother that you're talking about.
At a point, she later made up her mind to leave, but the mother she go back.
My dear brother, don't be a lot.
Go back to the marriage.
Oh my gosh.
Like I was like, who
Don't worry.
does that?
Like I said, do topic, 3 topic. Give us 12.
Like, who does
Before
that?
I feel that you'll be sure. People are dating. Listen.
She's still inside the marriage.
Like I'm not sorry. Off or on record, whatever it is. I've seen people. I know of a particular person. Her husband will send her 1 million. Rich boy, 1 million naira. Whether he writes it on his memo pad on iPhone, whether he's having a diary for the purpose, you know when that money is left with 40,000. When that money is left, they traveled for vacation in Dubai. Sent money to the girl. Blah 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 blah. The remaining money when they got to Nigeria was what the guy was ensuring they were spending. Say it was like maybe 3,000 or 2,000. So they will always leave them incapacitated so that you will always have to come back.
But is it only let's use this to wrap up the conversation? Is it only girls that don't have a job or don't have something doing that decide
Your
to go
gender.
cohabit? No, for real. No, your
Oh, wait.
no, for real. I'm being-
This is
You think because I don't think
I
so.
have an answer. Hold on.
Yeah, wait.
Do you have a job or not?
I do.
Do you stay in a man's house?
No.
Do you have a job or not?
I do.
Do you stay in a man's
No.
house? Got your answer. We have come to the end of the show. God bless you.
Thank you guys.
But that's the truth. You've gotten your answer.
Wale cannot talk.
No.
When you see the rest, ask them. And they ask you, do you have a job? Where do you stay? In a boy's house? Oh, this house.
No. Where do you stay? Yeah, move like this. You go
You have what?
like this.
So the answer is we know these things. You are we no, we can't say too much because it's going out everywhere. But when you see people, I see a whole lot of my female friends pushing. They have this drive. They want to succeed. I can mention names. Mutirayo Olowoshi, MK Designs. A whole lot of my friends doing great stuff. They just one girl. Go episode Big Brother Naija. 70 days, baby. What do you think? Can you not expect that immediately will happen in your
I
life?
want to ask you a question.
I'm listening.
When you're ready to get married, can you marry like your wife in a rented apartment?
Of course, I can.
Okay.
If your wife should
No.
ask that.
No, I just asked because
No, I can't.
like you guys are talking of financial, like
Mhm.
the lady that
Yeah.
moves to because of financial this thing. So if you're in a rented apartment, like still struggling to pay the rent.
No, me, I'm not struggling to parent.
I'm just saying,
You
yeah.
must be happily married.
No.
I'm just saying there are some people that are still struggling to pay rent.
That's why we
There are
should
people
the
that work
maturity
in
age
banks and all
from
of that.
30 to 35
It
now.
depends on the house where you are staying, the location. Let's just put it like that.
Ah,
The
no,
location
no,
that okay, you want to move to a better place because you're getting married. You're still begging your friends to
Drop
like
back.
draw
Okay.
money for you to get a house to pay your rent because. So how will you cope with that kind of like lifestyles? Do you understand?
Don't worry, we'll still talk about that. This topic.
This episode I've given birth to over.
How many topics?
Thank you
you guys so much for coming. Thank you, Demola. You really, really expressed your mind. I like that. Thank you, Olu. And of course, thank you so much, Ife. We're going to have to wrap up here at this point. But of course, like Demola said, we have so many topics to talk about from just talking about this.
But you should stop staying in men's house.
Go to your house.
Yes.
Go to
Demola
your
said-
house. Move out.
Right there.